Flex, the live is one in the six. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. I got questions. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's do this roll call real quick. I want to get to the smoke. Dow Big G, G McCall. Tay, good morning. Mind of Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. Thomas, what's good, brother? Frida's March, Rick Blackwell, Sheriff Deputy Matt, Chilltown Majors, Mr. Shelton, Eric Jordan. Ooh. All right, well, cool. Yeah, I figured as much, Thomas. I figured as much. I just wanted to know what the Mellow Yellow fans said if it didn't. Where would they want him to go, but whatever. Audacity Podcast in the building. Sensei, Stormy B-Man, Son of Tank. Black Martial Arts Society, Jamel Fareed, salute, thank you. Ratchet 691, my brother, salute. Delano, what's going on? Jermaine Jubilee with the suplex, salute. Main biker, Coach Hudson in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Coach Hudson. Sam Mack, what's going on? Main biker, my brother, salute. All right, so let's get to it. Y'all offended by this? Some of y'all don't know this was taken down fast. This was on, I think, the Ring website to advertise the Bud versus Canelo fight. And that's a picture of Bud they put up. You know, I've seen pictures like this before, actors, comedians, and they've drawn it. You know, but you gotta be real careful when you do that, Black people, and how you draw us and how you depict us because of the history of how we've been drawn and depicted. And before anyone comes up here and says, oh, you're overreacting. I'm overreacting? All right. Why'd they take it down so fast? I mean, they took this like, I felt like I hit refresh and the shit was gone. I looked at this, I said, what the hell is that? I went away, came back, and it was gone. I said, well, that's strange. That means somebody from marketing okayed this. Somebody actually sat there, drew this out, colored it, and said, all right, let's put this up. I mean, what is this? What is this picture supposed to mean? What is it supposed to mean? And to the people that are the trolls that are gonna come here and say, oh, y'all overreacting. Where was Canelo's matching picture? The slapstick picture, the over-the-top, exaggerated pictures. With the exaggerated facial features, did he have one? Did I miss it? Please send it to me. 704 Joe, salute. Send it to me. Did I miss it? Send it to me. I didn't see it. Del Rib, salute. If there's one, let me know. Seriously. I don't see everything. I saw this. Big Tim, salute. Where was Canelo's picture? Why didn't I see that one first? I'm asking. Did Canelo have a matching picture with the exaggerated red hair and muscles and everything else? This picture's a lot deeper than you think. Canelo's the cheater, but Bud is the only one that I've known to be getting tested. They've glorified that, and everyone's talking about snacks. They sitting on a throne with his name in graffiti between his legs, with that little pound for pounder between his legs, with oversized muscles. You know he don't look like that. MJ, what up? Said, what up? Right? Eric H, salute. With that American flag blowing. Right? Why they do that? Now, to the YNs, you guys are too out of touch. I'm not even going to, well, y'all might take offense to the term uneducated. All right? And I'm just saying this with love. Star City J, salute. I'm saying this with love, believe it or not. You guys are too out of touch to understand when you're being insulted. Y'all ever been the ass of a joke and you didn't even know it? Y'all ever walk into a room and sit down and you're like, hey, how you doing? Good morning or whatever. And people are snickering and you're looking around like, what's so funny? And surprised, they're laughing at you. You got a booger in your nose or something. Or your pants is untied. I mean, your pants is unzipped or something, whatever, something. You show up to the party well-dressed and surprised it's an all-white event and no one told you. And the boat's about to leave. You're like, yo. So I don't spend the YNs or the adults with a YN mentality, or the adults that are just, you know, they're waiting for me to do something like this to say, oh, no, it's not that. And that's your content, to tell me why it's not that. If you didn't catch what the hell this was when you saw it, hey, man, I can't help you. Whoever raised you failed you. You have no situation awareness. You have no knowledge of self, nothing. 2025, and they're still doing shit like this. And if it wasn't wrong, why they take it down? If it wasn't wrong, why did they take it down? Answer me that. Oh yeah, Black Martial Law Society, these people are symbolic. I'm telling you. If it wasn't wrong, why was it taken down? Why was it removed? Taiwa, salute. Main bike in that super chat, salute. He says, reality, they probably wanted to draw a tail around Bud. They probably did. They probably did. Do y'all know why I like Dragon Ball Z so much? Do y'all know why I love Dragon Ball Z? Symbolism. Symbolism. They talk about false prophets, legendary prophets. Technically, Goku's basically Jesus. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, was supposed to be, you know, the end all, the legendary. But guess what? He couldn't be controlled. He was a false prophet. Who beat him? Goku. And he had help from the people that followed him. He's not the smartest person. In fact, Goku's a moron, but he's a fighting genius. But take it a step back. Where does he come from? What happened to his planet? What were his people?
Hello, monkeys.
What did Frieza? Frieza was really scared of them, but these motherfuckers were so on code, they didn't know how great they were. It was a planet full of Gokus. They could have easily overran Frieza. He knew that. But they didn't know how great they were. They were conditioned. They're monkeys, are they not? Right. Exactly, War Report. Yeah, salute my queen. But you can't explain this to a YN. I'll let a YN on the panel right now. They'll argue me down that I'm overdoing it. And this is why I say things like, hey, man, your parents failed you, bro. Your parents absolutely failed you. Absolutely failed you. You don't get it. You will spend, these cats will spend more time telling me what it's not. And this is why we don't advance as a community. This is why we don't get anywhere. If you didn't see what the fuck this was, then I feel sorry for you. Well, I don't really. I just know I just know how you was raised. Either your parent or guardian failed you, or you just so contrary because this is what you do. And I don't make time to deal with people like that. I really don't. There's nothing to get hype over at this point. I know it. I already know what I'm dealing with. VVO, salute. And I'm telling you, the fact that they took this down tells you everything you need to know. Y'all remember when Devin was on his way to Australia? Y'all remember how Australia promoted the Devin Haney fight? Y'all remember the picture they put up of Devin? And when I made my point with that, you know what motherfucker said? Well, Devin took the picture. Yeah, he did. But how many pictures did they have to select from? Why'd they choose that one? Furthermore, it's abundantly clear that it doesn't matter what picture we take. They have a preconceived notion about who we are as people in this world. So it didn't matter. Devin could have had 1 billion pictures in suits. They would have found one when he's shining with gold teeth in his mouth and used that one. Presentation, perception, it's everything. They have a preconceived notion of who the fuck we are. It's always been that way. So it don't matter. I just told y'all. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Andre SOG Ward were fighting at the same time, same era, with the same record, undefeated, no losses. They are complete polar opposites, and they got the equal same amount of hate. It didn't matter. Y'all don't understand how important that period of time is. That is a bullet in our chamber that could pierce armor. You can always rely on that fact right there, because you cannot explain that. I still heard people calling Andre Ward arrogant. I still heard people call Andre Ward saying that he needs to be humble. I still read things like that. Humble, arrogant. What is that? Him, Andre Ward? Son of God? Family man? You don't even know what kind of car he drives. And it was proof that whether you're Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Andre SOG Ward, it doesn't matter. And Andre Ward is light-skinned, his daddy white. He told us, my daddy white. Didn't matter. He received the same amount of hate. As great as he was, didn't matter. Y'all do know it doesn't matter whether it's Devin Haney or Tank Davis. Y'all do know the others are going to hate on them equally. I do understand that, right? Where's that tweet at? Here we go. I'm not on Twitter. This is old. Some dude named Casual Boxing Fan. Black fans always complaining, go start a Negro League or something. Do you know what happened? What would happen if we started a Negro League? Do you know what would happen to boxing? Salute, Rashad. Yes, sir. Phenomenal Mexican. Salute, brother. You know what would happen if we started a Negro League? ATL Unanimous Boxing. Salute, family. If we started a Negro League, y'all others will have nothing to do. First of all, there'll be none of y'all walking around the heavyweight division. It'll be over. Yeah, I'm talking to the Latinos. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all got Andy Ruiz, but, I don't know what he's doing. I'm concerned about him. I haven't heard nothing from him. Nothing lined up. Hope he's okay. Shout out to Cristobal Arreola. That's my guy. But, he's past it. That's a good question, Thomas. Will Puerto Ricans be allowed in the Negro Leagues? Hell, would they want to come? That's the question. The black Puerto Ricans, the black Dominicans, the black Cuban, would they want to come? I guess they're welcome. Because you know what will happen? If they go fight on regular boxing, what do you think? What do you think Sandor Martin will say? You need to fight over there, not here. Because he's from Spain. Blonde hair, blue-eyed from Spain. He's quote-unquote real Espanol. He's real Spanish. Y'all know Sandor Martin? Sandor Martin, Guillermo Rigondeaux. When they talk, they understand each other. But what's the problem here? I think you know. So that's a mind fuck within itself, you know what I mean? So, you got a clown on Twitter saying, go start a Negro League. One moment, y'all. Sorry. Brother Reef, salute. Go start a Negro League, huh? Okay. All right. I mean, these are the things they're saying because we complain too much. We complain too much. Right. I mean, I'm exhausted by all of this shit. I really am, man. And like I said, man, if the picture wasn't wrong, why'd they take it down? Now, here's the thing. They're all going to be, Andrew, what up? They're all going to be people that are going to say, hey, man, I told you they still got slaves in Saudi and y'all were bigging up Turkey al-Sheikh, and I told you. You ain't tell me shit. I don't know nothing about no slaves in Saudi. Motherfuckers, y'all didn't know anything about slaves in Saudi. What y'all did was y'all ran around and tried to find everything wrong with Turkey. Tried to find everything wrong because you didn't like that he put your favorite fighter on blast no matter who it was. He said, if money's your issue, I got a bag for you. Fight your contemporary. And your favorite fighter more than likely was like, no. So you running around trying to dig up dirt about Saudi Arabia. You don't like brown people. You don't like the fact that he's Muslim, and then he got all this money, and they're breaking into the world and bringing sports to his country, and you just don't like it. Because now your fighter's been, your favorite, whoever it was, has been exposed as a coward. Capital C, coward. And now Turki Al-Sheikh's a problem. Well, guess what? At least they rectified it. They took the picture down. Now, had they left it up, I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck? But then when I said, hey, man, who fell asleep at the wheel at the PBC? Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Who fell asleep at the wheel at the PBC? Drew, what are you talking about? I just played y'all something. Some of y'all haven't heard. I played it for y'all. When I came home and I told y'all I saw Larry Merchant on that couch. Jeff Sparks, salute. PBC, you know, he was on the couch. Bye, Miss American Pie. Is this the last we've seen, and I mean no offense, of the great Black Hope? And Shaw Porter was sitting there with all his teeth out his mouth, looking like a fucking xenomorph from Aliens. Looking like a xenomorph with an afro. And I said, what did he just say? Some of y'all never heard that. Y'all thought I was exaggerating. Nope, I played it for you a couple weeks ago, did I not? And I said, why is he sitting there? I thought the PBC, you know, black people. I think it's ran by black men. I thought he would at least look out for his own. Who okayed him to be there? Oh, come on, Drew. Al Heyman can't oversee everything. But I'm saying he put people in charge that are supposed to watch for shit like that. Who fell asleep at the wheel? There was no apology. And they said we was overreacting. Bob, salute. Yeah. But I was overreacting, right? But he said it, and y'all ain't do anything. Now, this happened. Now, I'm going to apply the same logic to Turki Al-Sheikh. He can't see everything. He's just footing the bill for everything. Mr. Janet, salute. He can't see everything. But somebody saw this and said, oh, wait a minute. Who okayed this? Nah, take this down. Somebody did this. King, what up? Boxologist, what up? Somebody saw this and said, hey, yeah, put this up. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Please tell me. Please tell me, who thought this was a good idea? Please, please explain. Let me wrench up my brother. Who told me this was, who, bro? And like I said, go subscribe to my brother Boxologist, by the way. Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. Like I said, if it wasn't offensive, why did they take it down? Basically, what I'm telling the YNs is that it is 2025, and I know y'all are in y'all early 20s and everything else, and I know y'all want to believe that racism is just a figment of our imagination, and you know, we're so old, we was watching black and white TVs, and it's just not like that, and we're keeping it alive by pointing out things that don't exist. You keep telling yourself that. The greatest trick that Satan has ever pulled is making you believe that he's not real. Yep, exactly, Stormy. Exactly. You see, anytime something is done to the 24 karat community, and I'm speaking in code, if they even think you talking about them crazy, they on your ass. Kyrie Irving went through his thing and he hasn't spoken up on anything since. He said, you know what? I got to secure my bag. I can't be out here fucking around. Y'all remember what they did to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf? Some of you might know him as Chris Jackson, the original Steph Curry. If you watch Steph Curry play, you're really watching Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Denver Nuggets, played with Dikembe Mutombo. I think Antonio McDyess. Remember when what year was that? When they shocked the Sonics in the first round. Robert Pack, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Bison DeLay, who was murdered by his family. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the national anthem shit? Derek Gaines, salute, brother. Y'all remember the national anthem shit? Hey, where's Chris? Mutombo was laughing. They threw the mic in his face and said, yeah, how do you feel about him not standing for the national anthem? He said, yo, he's been doing that for years now. What do y'all do? Why is it a big deal now? What are y'all talking about? And that's his right as an American. They took his career. Mr. Ishmael, salute. Y'all remember what happened with Craig Hodges, Chicago Bulls? With the White House incident? Y'all know about that? Just research it. You see why ends, you can't highlight reel that, but you can YouTube it. I know y'all can't read. Y'all like 20 years old with a 4th grade reading level. I know, but just look at a documentary. If you're pop a Ritalin, pop a Prozac so you can keep still, and watch it, because it's more than enough things on YouTube where you can just listen to it. You ain't got to read. Listen to it. And by the way, Rauf will still cook your ass. He was in that Big 3 by Ice Cube. He ain't miss a step. He will fry you. I was talking to Kendall Gill. He was like, man, that dude, I forgot what game I think he said he was playing for the Nets. No. Wait, I think they were still in college or something. But he said, man, Rauf lit that. The game just started. He said, dude lit us up for like 12 points. The game just started. Like, what the fuck? My brother Clarence McClain in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Clarence McClain. No Duck Zone podcast. Craig Hodges wrote a letter to the president. It wasn't even a threatening letter. But research it. Next thing you know, he was on the Bulls, and that was the last you saw of him. He didn't get traded. Nothing. That was the last I remember. I said, what happened to Craig Hodges? Got 2 chips with, no, was it 2 chips or 3 chips with the Bulls? Might have been 1, but that was the last. And then he was a 3-point contest winner 2 years in a row, and then he just vanished. He just vanished. Then what happened to him? Decades later, he told the story. I say, wait a minute, what? But if he was a little more lighter skinned with a yarmulke on his goddamn head, they'd at least listen to him. Now, there's going to be fools that are going to do videos about this video this morning. I know they are. No one cares about you, by the way. Here's what you need to know about the Black community. We are not outnumbered. We are unorganized. And I promise you, right now, there's some clown making his content about my content, about why this picture is not racist, and the rest of the video will be about me. And I encourage you to check that person's content to see how many other videos he has about me. Yep. Check the fruit on the tree, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, yo, man, I kind of agree with Drew. I don't like his boxing opinion, but this picture is racist. Then you go to that person to see what he's talking about. Click his page, go to the page, and see, and then put my name in his search engine and see how many videos he has of me. Shin, what up? Chris Chandler, salute. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Contrary, because they don't like me. But I'm not talking about no trolls or some spineless jellyfish or some knuckle dragger with no knowledge of self. I'm talking about this. Is there anybody watching that is not offended by this picture? And let me be very clear. I don't buy into the Quentin Rampage Jackson thing. I don't care about no racism. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about no racism. Okay, because you don't care about it, that don't mean it doesn't exist. That is the dumbest statement I've ever heard. And I look at black people funny when they do shit like that, when they say shit like that. I'm not asking if you care. It's a reality. That's the dumbest thing a black person could ever say on this planet. Y'all realize how stupid that is? Y'all realize how ignorant that is? You don't care nothing about it? It's not a reality? You don't believe in it? Do you believe in gravity? Can you see it? Can you touch it? Well, I can prove to you that it's there. Go to the top of the biggest building in your city and just walk off that fucker. Let me know how you make out after you hit the ground. Joe, my brother Joe, salute. Kind words in that comment section yesterday. I appreciate you, good brother. I'm happy I could be of service. Shit is real. Just because you don't acknowledge it doesn't mean it's not real. I acknowledge it, so I know how to move and shake. Yeah, Stormy, Morgan Freeman. That man, some of you, and I remember Morgan Freeman when he was on the Electric Company. He was like 72 then. Y'all don't know about the Electric Company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Morgan Freeman was on that show. That was like 1979. How do you handle racism? Nigga said, don't talk about it. What? I was like, all right, man. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, man. I don't know. Frida's March and that super chat, man. Salute to you, good brother. Go subscribe to my brother Frida's March. He also be cooking. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, you guys. Yeah. Nigga said, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now the 86 in that super chat. He said, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Salute to you. Blaze Pound for Pound TV. Yeah, this is a minstrel picture. That's what it is. Salute, Kevin. Much love. The real OG, Mr. Mont in the building. Salute. Yeah, easy reader, yo. Yeah, man. But y'all gonna tell me I don't know what I'm looking at. You know what the sad fact is? The coloreds, they're gonna argue this down that there was nothing wrong with this and swear that we're the problem for pointing this out. I'm just saying, look. That's what I always do. Hey, look at that. Hannibal, salute. That's all I've ever done here. Hey, man, you see this? Hey, man, you see Ryan Garcia? You see this? No. You just mad because he beat Devin. Yo, look, I could live with him beating Devin. It's boxing. But wait a minute. Do you see this? Did he really pop dirty? No. It's Vada. It's Vada. Hold on now. No. Devin's on snack and Victor Conti. Hold on now. How many snack athletes pop dirty using the product? No. Bill is in bed with the New York State Athletic Commission. Wait a minute. Slow down. You're making these allegations. Can you prove it? This isn't Balco. That's not what this is. Slow down. Let's walk this down for a second. True Boxing Night, salute. And I point out fact after fact after fact. So y'all could come up with all of these conspiracy theories and Ryan was found guilty, but meanwhile, years prior to that, the Tyson Fury shit that we uncovered, and shout out to my brother Art Hostage across the pond, y'all didn't know who Daniel Kanahan was. I brought him on the show twice and he laid out all of the facts. And I said, yo, look, I'm pulling this shit up. Look at it. It's real. MTK Global is owned by an Irish mobster. What? He hustled and muscled Barry McGuigan? This guy, people getting shot at boxing events over there. He's the biggest nigga in boxing right now. What is Bob Arum doing over there? What is Mauricio Silly Man doing over there? Remember when Bud went over there and I said, no, Bud, no, don't go over there, not him. Remember that? No, you just mad because Deontay lost. No, look at this shit. Tyson Fury is already a drug cheat. He's been suspended for it. He's a glove cheat. Ask Christian Hammer. So why is it beyond the scope of reason that he did this? And we're looking at the gloves. We're looking at Deontay's camp act funny. We saw it in real time. And thanks to you knuckle draggers just want to win an argument, y'all fucked off our American champion. That was because of you niggas. And I don't understand. Every Mike Tyson loss, I heard y'all have excuses for that man. And I said, look, he's just flawed. And y'all fucking stood in the pocket for Mike Tyson. Y'all stood in the pocket for Tyson Fury. I stand in the pocket for Ryan Garcia. And I point out everything with Deontay Wilder, and y'all just fought with me. That's what I'm saying. It's not about what's right and wrong. Y'all just want to win arguments. You pick and choose. This shit is bigger than you just having a one-up on me. They tried to kill that brother. Lord Sweat real Baltimore in the building. Salute. Real Baltimore. Not that fake shit. Salute to Smoke and Talk. Real Baltimore. Not that mellow yellow shit. The community fucked off Deontay. The media fucked off Deontay. Y'all did that. And to Devin Haney, y'all tried to do it to him, and it didn't work. Unbelievable. Y'all really thought y'all was doing Anthony Joshua a favor? He was a part of the problem too. Y'all don't know it. Y'all thought he was heir to the throne? Y'all thought all of this fucking off for Deontay was for him? What happened when he came to New York? Go! Told you. Me and Stormy spoke on that. Check my channel. They got his ass too. Why do I feel this way? I don't know, bro. Maybe your fucking water was poisoned, you idiot. I told y'all the story. I ain't got to revisit it, man. Go check my channel. Me and Stormy talked about it. Wilder, AJ, poisoned. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch the video. How old is that video now? About 6 years old now? Yeah, go watch it. Y'all go watch it, man. It all made sense. AJ, you can't get out this game clean. You got to have an L. You're black. I don't care how good your smile is. I don't care how light-skinned you are. I don't care about those abs and those legs. No. In fact, the fact that you're handsome makes you more of a target, you asshole. It's a shame no one taught you any better. It's a shame. Salute to Daniel Dubois, but sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. You did it to yourself, and they're not going to celebrate you. You're too dark. You ain't got the physique that AJ has, and, you know, you got that autism look. So hell no. Hell no. And when these brothers recognize the landscape and keep to themselves, you wonder why. So when I tell you Bud got a chip on his shoulder, when I tell you, yo, man, Bud don't really fuck with us. Really not mad at him, because I understand. He don't know who's friend, he don't know who's foe. So I understand his position. He ain't got to talk. Dude, just perform. Easy, salute. Appreciate you. Just perform, bro. That's all. Has Bud been 100? Nah, there's a bunch of shit I've questioned. A bunch of shit I've questioned. But I don't want him to fall victim of the circumstances of boxing. And that's real difficult. Because he's fighting more than his opponent. He's fighting the fucking system. 2025, somebody drew this picture and thought it was okay to put it out. But somebody caught it and said, yo, you can't put this out. Take the shit down. But if I'm overdoing it, hey, can y'all point out Canelo's rival picture? Was there one? Didn't see it. Find it. Where's the picture of Canelo overdone like this? With the freckles and the big old red hair looking like Howdy Doody. Y'all remember Howdy Doody? Where's his picture? I don't know who looked more like Howdy Doody, Canelo or Gennady Golovkin. I think Gennady Golovkin looked more like Howdy Doody. Who looks more like Howdy Doody, Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, or Ted Koppel? I'm getting deep for y'all. I'm showing my age. Y'all know who Ted Koppel is? Nightline? Y'all niggas don't watch the news. Hold on. Let me see something. Ted Koppel. Share screen. That's Ted Koppel. Ted Koppel. He is 5'4". He's short as hell. Yep. He's British. Y'all don't know who Howdy Doody is? Let's do this. Howdy Doody. There you go. There you go. It's Canelo right there. I want my Canelo picture looking like that. Where's my Canelo picture? Did they make one? Because if they made one of Bud, they had to have made one for these things. It's two fighters. They have to make matching pictures. You understand? What's going on here? But I could not know what I'm talking about. BG said, I never knew his name. Yeah, you might have saw the puppet, never knew the name. It was called Howdy Doody. It's Howdy Doody time. Yeah, man. I was born in 75, y'all. Yup. There's a history with this shit. So I'm not over offended by anything. I just see shit for what it is. And you know, like how I talk about how the government assimilated black women and convinced them that they don't need a man in the house and all this other stuff. And fast forward to today, you got women running around doing a rose prank. You know, the sex toy, the rose prank with their sons, as if that's the proper thing to fucking do. Where's the father? I don't know, but let's say there was a father with her teenage daughter, and he just puts the, what is it called? The fleshlight. So let me plug this in, baby girl. And she says, Daddy, ew. What? Ew, I know what that is. So what? He'd be in jail as soon as he turned the internet off. The goddamn police will fall out the sky from a helicopter and beat his ass and lock him up. So from 1965 to current, now all I see is women arguing with men, black women in particular arguing with men, and black men are the problem, and I'm gonna divest. And where black men are bullet bags and drug dealers and everything else, they have successfully hijacked black women. They have made y'all perverts, and y'all don't believe in black men, and y'all hate us and everything else, man. Look, I just point out the discrepancies. I'm just saying, hey, look at that. Well, how did we get here? Well, I know the history because I lived through it. My questions was answered by the 80s. So I understand exactly what's going on, and I understand how it happened and how we got here. I understand it. But I can't talk to a 21-year-old because he ain't been alive long enough and he don't have the attention span. And his mama is probably my age, and she's a product of that bullshit too. It's in a Biggie lyric. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. She could still get the college plan. Women need men, period. I don't want to go into some pep talk. Every time I watch the chick say, no, I don't need no man. Every time I've watched those conversations, they get thumped. Absolutely destroyed. Same thing in boxing. They got the women and they got the bitch ass niggas. Took them about 4 decades to 5 decades to properly assimilate and mold the women into thinking how they're thinking. This little thing of boxing, Lance, what up? This little thing of boxing, this little thing called boxing. They took all these idiots and molded y'all. Y'all go ahead and keep thinking, oh man, it's just a sport. It's just a sport. It's just a sport. Yeah, okay. It's just a sport. Have y'all been to a fight where the main event is a Mexican? Yeah, I'm talking to you niggas. Have you been to a fight where the main event was a Mexican. Tell me, what do you see? I was at the Rigo versus Lomachenko fight. I was in New York. I was there. I told you what I saw. I said, damn, am I really in Manhattan? I swear to God, I'm in the Ukraine. Swear to God. Go to any fight where the main event is a non-American. Hell, he could be second-generation American but have roots to somewhere else. For example, Adam Kownacki. Poland came out to support him everywhere he went. He's American, out of Brooklyn, but his family's Polish. I never seen so many Polish people. I said, what the fuck? Where'd they come from? Poland. What do they say about the American fighter who so happened to be the color of Bud Crawford? When they fight an opponent, what do they say? Well, this is going to be a major fight. His opponent got a country behind him. Wow, he's American. We're supposedly, allegedly, the greatest country in the world. You mean to tell me he don't have a country behind him? You know what it is? They've been saying that for years, and y'all, it's normalized to y'all. I always had a problem with that. I said, wait a minute. The fight's in America. He's from America. He's a gold medalist or a champion. What the fuck do you mean he don't have a country behind him? Why do they keep saying this motherfucker from this small island in the goddamn Pacific Ocean, he coming over here, this guy's a world champion, and this motherfucker got a country behind him? Man, this guy should be nervous. Y'all let it happen. This is why I don't argue with y'all, because y'all don't know shit. But I could be wrong. Shout out to Jason Black. I love it when he says that. But I could be wrong. So there's the link. Who thinks I'm wrong? There's your link. Who thinks I'm wrong? It's pinned. Come on with it. Who thinks I'm wrong? 919, salute. Lance, what up? Shout out to Jason Black. I love that show. Will St. Clair, salute. Salute, family. Could be wrong. I could be overdoing it. This could be nothing. This could be me just, doing content just for the sake of doing content. I could not know what I'm talking about. Click the link. Come on. If you're unfamiliar, I just need you to turn your camera on so I can see you're a real person. Haters that like doing content about my content, please pull up. Let's have a conversation this morning. Please. Let's finally talk. You ain't got to troll me. Let's talk finally. And let's talk about this. Let me guess. This was a mistake. I need you to tell me why this doesn't offend you. There go my brother, Coach Eddie. Coach, what up, Coach?
Hey, salute, Brother Drew. How you doing, my man?
I'm good this morning. How you, family?
Good, brother. Good, brother. You know what, man? This right here reminds me of this is what they call black character, and this is what they used to do back in the day with the cartoons. The Warner Brothers. They used to just try to depict black people with exaggerated features. Big nose, big lips, big rear ends. Always try to depict them as lazy, shiftless, and being stupid. And that's all this is. It's the same thing, and there's no reason for it. This was totally uncalled for. It's unprovoked. So where is this coming from? This looks nothing like Bud. It doesn't achieve anything, so I don't understand why they would do that.
Well, let me ask you, why do you think that, they took it down, but why do you think this was done in the first place?
That's my point. that's my point. I mean, this has racial undertones. You want to keep it. I mean, if anybody knows the history, you go back and look at them old cartoons. Those cartoons are banned now. But if you go back and look at some of them Warner Brother cartoon, Bugs Bunny cartoon, they always had black people depicted in a negative light, with some type of character. And this is the same thing. Bud is he's not a politician. He's not a president. We've seen them do these type of characters with presidents, people that they don't like. So maybe they have some disdain for Bud.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. And I, for the life of me, I don't know. I'm gonna upload these two pictures because a lot of people don't know. We're men of certain age. A lot of people don't know what we're talking about. But time is on our side. History is on our side. And people don't know what they don't know. And instead of fighting us, if you don't know something, just ask us to prove what we're saying. And I will gladly prove what I'm saying. I'm about to prove it right now. I'm about to post a picture of some Warner Brothers characters that I saw growing up. And y'all haven't seen them. You YNs haven't seen them because they've been removed. All right? Who remembers this? Who remembers this? Who's my age? Who remembers this? This is from a Bugs Bunny cartoon. I forget this is an African character, right? In Africa, of course. And, he was a loopy little village kid fucking with a lion, right? I remember this. I used to see this on TV. And then past a certain stage, it went away. I was like, what the fuck? You know why this went away? Why do you think they discontinued these cartoons? Why do you think so? Why do y'all think so? Now, a YN will look at that. Gerard Harlem in the building, salute. A YN will look at that, and y'all will still get up here and say, oh, man, y'all overdoing it. It wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. There was also a Chinese character. That was insane. Like, there's cartoons that I used to watch from Looney Tunes and shit, and it's like, man, they couldn't do that today. You can't do that today. You just can't. That wasn't the only one. Hulk, what up? That wasn't the only one. Let me ask y'all a question. When's the last time y'all saw Speedy Gonzalez anywhere? Speedy Gonzalez. Do y'all YNs even know what that is? Yeah, andale. Y'all remember that? The mouse that ran at 1,000 miles an hour? Yeah, andale. When's the last time you saw Speedy Gonzalez? The last time I saw Speedy Gonzalez might have been Space Jam, the original one with Michael Jordan. You can't do that now. When's the last time you saw Pepe Le Pew? Pepe Le Pew is an SA. He's sexually assaulting a cat for a whole episode, and we laughed at that for years. It's not funny. Yeah, Mr. Cell Block, his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez. I remember the whole episode, he's running around trying to get away from Sylvester. No, Slowpoke, no, you can't go there. Slowpoke's okay. Why? Slowpoke packed a gun, and he blew Sylvester's face off at the end of the episode. It was hilarious. You don't see that shit no more. Some of the most violent and racial shit. But you know what? That reflects real life. What were they saying? Exactly. So I look at this picture of Bud and I'm asking you, what the fuck are they saying? What are you saying?
I mean, you see how they got his face distorted? They trying to say that he's ugly. They try to say he's not a handsome fella.
Yes.
They try to got his face very dark. The lips are very big. The nose is very wide. look at, they have his hair just like a pygmy, like Buckwheat.
Yes.
They are that was wrong. Extremely wrong. That's why we got to get behind this brother, man. Anybody not riding with Bud on the 13th, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. At some point in time, we got to get on code, baby. We got to get on code.
Coach Hudson in the building. We got 2 coaches in the building. Salute, my brother.
Salute, brother. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, salute. Peace to everybody on the panel. Brother, I wish that we all could get on the same page and be on code, but the honest truth is, Drew, a lot of people are going to say, we making it more than what it really is. But, our people suffer from the lack of knowledge. It's just like this skit that Drewski just did. And people are trying to compare it to the period of blackface. And it's shameful how we don't know our history and the things that have happened in the past. So propaganda is always for a reason. Anytime they paint us in a certain light, or any people in a certain light, it's for a reason. And for those of you that don't know, the original blackface was a movie where a bunch of white actors put on blackface, and the movie was about them graping a white woman. That was one of the first films in Hollywood that used blackface. Yes, and because of that, a lot of brothers were lynched. A lot of black people were attacked because of that. That is the origins of blackface. The big lip, big nose, watermelon eating, fried chicken eating propaganda was used during a time where thousands of us were being lynched all over the country. So when they paint and try to make a picture like this, they are tapping into the racist hatred and the history of that in this country, so that they're painting the superior conquistador slaying the big black angry man. That's what this is really about. And for those of you that don't understand this, some of you are the same people right now saying that Drewski should be canceled because the skit he did is whiteface, and you don't even know your own history of blackface. When they paint us like this, it is for a reason. It's the same reason why they don't want athletes with strong fathers, strong father presence in their life. They get lynched. They get put on the lynching post more than anyone else. They want people like your Tank Davis to be looked up to. They want the thug. They want the punk to be looked up to. And some of you just don't get it, and you don't understand it.
Shout out to Thomas, bro. He texted me just now. I missed his chat. He just texted me. Let me read to you what the brother just told me. Thomas says, you saw what I wrote? The same Michael Benson who always posted shit about Wilder and others on Twitter. He's the head of Ring Magazine's social media. He probably behind that pick. Michael Benson. Michael fucking Benson. If y'all know about that guy, you know about that guy.
Yep.
So now this makes sense. Either he's behind this and okayed it, or in a surprising turn of events, he probably looked at it and said, hey man, no, take this shit down. Maybe an underling was saying, hey, Benson's gonna like this. And he was like, hey, no, take this shit down. But I suspect that he okayed it and someone else went over his head and said, yo, Mike, you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Take this shit down, man. Because these crackers, they always look for a way to make their statements at our expense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And again, if y'all don't see what this is, I'm not even trying to help you. I can't help you, and I'm not going to try. Whoever raised you failed you. And if they tried to tell you about shit like this, apparently you didn't listen. Damien, salute. You know, this is a sad state of affairs, but this is not new to me. I picked this up immediately. I was like, am I bugging? And as soon as I thought it, Blue Blood dropped the video. I said, see, I knew it. And I want y'all to think back, man. When Devin was going to Australia, do y'all remember that poster they put up with him? With the hand rap song, with the gold chains? And I'm like, they couldn't pick a better picture. And what did that other side say? Oh, well, he took the picture. They didn't have to take that one, though. What are y'all trying to say? What are y'all trying to market here? And now let me say this, because let me address that. Because, you know, it's pretty obvious that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let me say this to the YN. You're black. There's no getting around it. By birth, we automatically have to be 50 times better than everybody else. If Barack Hussein Obama behaved and had the same reputation as Donald Trump, they would have laughed him out of the race. Okay? White privilege is a real thing. Whatever we have to do, we have to be 10 times better. And that's just the reality of it. That's just it. You're not doing yourself any favors by sagging your pants, painting your fingernails, disregarding the English language, speaking entire sentences with a bunch of profane words. You're not doing yourself any services. Now, I'm not saying that's going to keep people off of you. What I am saying is you strengthen your chances by way of your education, knowledge of self, and situation awareness, understanding what this word is. Racism is not going to go away. Bigotry is not going to go away. Whatever word you understand it is, it is. It's not going to go away because you ignore it. It exists. It's here in all walks of life. And I'm just telling y'all, this picture of Bud is further proof. And if it wasn't wrong, why did they take it down?
Facts. Facts, Drew. And you know what? Drew? Go ahead, Coach.
Yes, sir. Hey, brother Drew, y'all familiar with a brother by the name of the Irritated Genie?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
When you get a chance, look him up, man. He did a 4-part series called The Feminization of a Black Male. He also did a series on the character.
I heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, 4-part series. He also did a on black character. Now, if you really want to go down this rabbit hole really quick, not only in the cartoon but also in the entertainment world, the black actors was only allowed to play certain type of roles. You either had to be a pimp, you had to be a thug, or you had to be a scary Negro who was hiding behind his wife, with his eyes bucked. Now, the flip side of that is that the white characters also had people who were heroic, who were problem solvers. Rambo, Commando, MacGyver, even the A-Team to a certain extent. B.A. Baracus played, the angry, strong black man with the gold chain. Hannibal was the leader. Then you had a guy that was the brains. So they always try to depict the black male as just a strong guy who can't think, follow orders, kind of step and fetch it, or whatever. And you hear a lot of the actors talk about that on the entertainment world prior to the '60s, when they had that image of black men, when all those men were standing behind Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Lou Alcindor, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That was a strong, powerful image right there. All the brothers were suited and booted, nice tie, looking sharp. They said we can't deal with that image anymore. So if you black entertainers want to entertain white people, we must feminize you. You're going to put on a blouse, you're going to put on some tight pants, and you're going to put on sequins. Look at James Brown, how they used to dress. Little Richard, all those groups in the 60s and 70s, they had on blouses, man. I mean, I love the music, but go back, look what they had on. And that was the only way they was allowed to get up in front of the white audience and entertain it. They had to somewhat feminize themselves because they didn't want that masculine energy to be in front of the white female. Now, my brother spoke about that movie. The name of the movie is called Birth of a Nation. That's one of the movies called Birth of a Nation, where it depicted black people in Congress throwing chicken bones at each other, eating watermelon, graping a white female. And then here comes the introduction of the Klan to come in to save the day. And that was the biggest rise of the Klan. That was the rebirth of the Klan right there when they showed that image that we must protect the white woman from the savage black male.
Ain't that something? They see everything that Coach Eddie said. YNs ain't got enough sense and enough discipline to sit there and learn something, because you know what I noticed about the YNs? It's more than they have short attention spans, but the biggest thing that I've noticed is that they're afraid to admit when they don't know something, because to them, that's embarrassing. And I encourage you, it takes more strength to admit when you don't know something and you're willing to learn it. I'm telling you, you'll feel a lot better. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know what, Drew?
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, brother. Go ahead.
Brother.
Go ahead. I just want to say this. Not just the YN, but some of you brothers who are my age and older. I love when you all get slapped in the face over and over again, forcing you to see your hypocrisy. Over the past few weeks, I have been taking it easy on brothers that, they in the chats, they like, man, yeah, Bud is cool, but I'm still going for Canelo. And the brother Drew was just speaking about, if you go to a real event and the main event is not a American fighter, or if they are and they come from a different background, how everyone is on code and they support them. Now, when they make a picture like this, clearly with the intentions of some type of message, how do you feel as a black man over the last few months, really, still caping for Canelo? I don't give a damn if you think Canelo's going to win. What have you gotten? And I know y'all not going to answer, because I would be embarrassed to say this as well. But as a black man, how do you feel knowing that you went out your way to still root for Canelo? Not only that, most of you are old enough to know the racial undertones in the sport of boxing, and you still go out of your way to support people who are going to be calling Terrence Crawford the N-word, people who are going to be attacking black people around this time, especially in the stadium. And anyone who's been in a real boxing event around the kind of energy that I'm speaking of, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So you, as a black man, over the last few weeks, how do you feel being a coward and a spineless coon? Let me tell you what the racists say about you down where I live. Let me tell you what a quacker calls you. They say we call them coon because they dance to the white man's tune. So even if you assimilate and you get a buddy with them and they laugh with you because you are joining in on the lynching post of your black brothers who are younger than you, who are trying to chase greatness, this is what they say about you behind your back. And when they get comfortable enough, they say it about you to your face. We are failing our young ones. A young brother just got, for those of you who have been watching, a young brother in Wisconsin just got brutally beat at a barn party in Wisconsin after they tried to push his body into a grinder. And the people asked, my first question was, why is this young black man at this barn party by himself? Because he had people around him who felt that, well, racism isn't around anymore. But I can trust these people around my children. And it's brothers like some of y'all that I just can't be cool with. I try to keep the peace on these panels. I try to keep the peace in a lot of these chats, and I don't go back and forth with some of you because I don't want to disrespect my brother's channel. But it's some of you, you know I'm talking to you. You know deep down in your heart and in your mind, I'm calling you out. When you look in the mirror today, you're gonna know Coach Hudson was talking to me, and I need to get my shit together. Because no matter how much you wanna imagine this melting pot of a people, it's never gonna happen. A people will never respect a group of people that aren't unified. A people will never respect a group of people who never stick together. If they attacked us when we were together, what you think they're gonna do now? So I say to you, and I land my plane here, I say to you, the next time it's time for you to be on code. I don't give a damn if you think the other side is going to win. If it's a brother going against somebody that don't look like you, you shut your damn mouth and you root for the brother that look like you.
A plus. A plus. Because most of you don't understand it. Whether you're a YN or someone with a YN mentality. You guys don't even know when to get on code. And like I said, there's going to be some dumbass that's watching me right now, but won't click the link because you got a personal vendetta against me, which I don't understand. And you will get on your faggot ass channel and try and contradict everything that you're hearing here today. And I'm glad I can give you content, but that tells me everything I need to know about you. And I know enough that I want you away from me. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Listen, I'm not trying to raise you. Your parents already failed. Well, I'm sorry, your mama failed because I know you don't know your daddy. I know you don't. And the black women they already been assimilated. They chose Uncle Sam over having your daddy in the house. So if your daddy's dead in jail, that's normalized to you. It's not normal to me. See, my era is done. My era is done. We're all aging out and we're looking behind us. We're looking in front of us and we're seeing these kids. We're like, oh man, you know what? No. I'm gonna let nature take its course. Cynthia G calls y'all niggas bullet bags. Y'all go ahead and make her right. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead and make her right. I don't care. I'm at a point in my life where when I see a nigga getting fucked up by police, I'm like, what he do? Because I don't trust y'all. But you're absolutely right, Coach Hudson, about that barn party. They were calling him the nigga to his face. They tried to throw that brother into a wood chipper. I don't know if there was any arrest or nothing. But I did see the comment section on Instagram. And of course, the first couple of comments was, what the black kid do? He must have did something. He was there by himself and, he had to have done something. He may have had a weapon. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I don't get involved in none of that. Because y'all niggas are so upset with me for reasons unknown. I could talk about that and y'all will get on here and just argue that point. Y'all will argue with what you saw just to try to contradict what I'm saying. Never mind the situation. You guys have no backbone. You guys have no loyalty to your own goddamn race. Everybody else does. I just told you, Adam Koronaki, like when he fought at the Garden, I didn't know there was that many Polish people in New York. I just wasn't paying attention. When Guillermo Rigondeaux fought Lomachenko at the theater, I didn't know that many Ukrainians. They were there. I didn't know I was in America. Why is it that everybody could wave their flag for their people? But I look at you knuckle draggers. And oh, it's not about that with me. I'm just watching boxing. Nigga, you're not even educated enough to do that. Because I hear you niggas talk. Y'all can't even talk boxing. What are you talking about? You're just being contrary because you think it's cool. You have no idea what this is really about. And that comes from lack of education. And I really don't, I could blame you because you're good and grown, but I could blame your mother, that dumb bitch, because she didn't teach you. But you got a whole lot of uncles, aka the niggas that you was bringing in the house when you was a kid, and they ain't teach you shit. They stuffed you with some fruit snacks. They say, yo, little nigga, go in the room. They gave you some fruit snacks, pat you on the head, and kicked your ass out. And you had to listen to your mom's head hit the goddamn wall all night. That's normalized to you. And you one of those niggas falling victim to that Rose joke right now. Hey, plug this in, Junior. What is this? This is Mommy's Rose. That's actually a thing now. Y'all are disgusting. We're all fucked up. From that shit to boxing. We're fucked up. I'm not. I know what I'm looking at. And I'm going to ask y'all one more motherfucking time. If this picture was not wrong, why the fuck did they take it down? Why didn't they stand on their business? Hell, Ryan Garcia said, I don't apologize. And y'all ain't gonna do shit. And right now, he's still walking around, and y'all niggas ain't doing shit.
Thanks.
But I get up on here and I point out the discrepancies. I've gotten death threats. Motherfuckers have dragged my government name, put my house address in the chats. Niggas done see me at work. Y'all ain't do shit because you're smart. I'll say it again. Y'all ain't do shit because you're smart. You know what I do to you. Okay? Y'all done did all of this. Meanwhile, Ryan is walking around talking about dig up George Floyd, kill him again, and join the Ku Klux Klan. And y'all cool with this? Y'all want to talk to him? I see you niggas. I know exactly why Bud is very specific about who he talks to, who he don't want to talk to. I get it. I get why he has trust issues. I understand. I never went all out and say, yo, Bud, come, yo, do my show. I told you I ran into Bernie. Bernie stopped me. Hey, man, don't I know you? I said, you might. And we had a conversation. I told y'all about it. But I get why Bud don't fuck with his own. When Deontay Wilder was getting in the ring with Tyson Fury for a third time, he stopped talking to the media. And that was a problem. But I get it. I get it. These are American champions. And how does their country treating them? Never mind the country, how the people that look like them treating them. So I get it. Freedom's March in the building. Salute.
Salute to you, brother. Salute to everybody on the panel.
Yes, sir.
Salute to Coach
Salute,
Hudson.
brother.
What's going on, man?
Salute. Peace, brother.
I mean, was good, man. You ain't doing nothing but spitting real stuff right now, man. And when you were talking about, what prompted me to come up here when you were talking about people trying to expose your address and all that stuff, I was doing a live stream this morning about Trump attacking so-called drug cartel ships in international waters. And somebody came in the chat and said, I'm watching you in Colombia. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I live in Colombia for sure. And they said, I'm watching you, I see you. And I'm getting ready to go in the chiropractor's office. I come out, somebody slashed my license plate off my car.
What?
Now this is, yeah. Now it's a new car. So you know they give you those paper plates, the temp plates, yeah, until your real stuff come in. Well, yeah, somebody did that. Yeah. So they be out here doing that weird stuff. But notice they didn't come to the car when I was in here doing my live stream. So yes, there are cowards out here
no
watching.
Cameras where you went?
I'm not sure. It was in my chiropractor's parking lot. You know what I mean? They might have cameras.
You need to go check.
For sure.
And let me say this real quick, brothers. I don't know what state y'all all live in.
Yeah.
But get your carry, man.
Oh, most definitely.
Get your carry. Because listen, 100% of the trolls that talk a good one, I've no trolls have seen me in person. And whatever they said they were gonna do, when they saw me, they changed their mind.
Yeah.
I am who I say I am. But I'm also gonna let you know this. I'm getting older now. All right. And I don't want to make an example of somebody. And I'm not gonna play with you. Why throw a punch when I can unload something from a magazine in defense of myself?
Most definitely.
So I'm gonna hit you center mass and hopefully the doctor can save you. That's it. And you're gonna have to explain, if you survive, you're gonna have to explain to the police in the courtroom or something, why'd you put yourself in that position? Well, he said something on the internet about you, no, about a fighter. This is how stupid y'all are. And watch this. I'm willing to bet it ain't nothing but a fucking nigga that did that. I'm willing to bet. Because I don't have these problems.
I wouldn't put it past. Yeah.
I don't have these problems. It's always us. I don't think the Mexican channels are doing this to each other. When Barrera and Marauders was locking horns, I don't think, and they wasn't online, there wasn't no internet when they were doing that, but I don't think that they were gangbanging Team Marauders versus Team Barrera. Leave it to us.
Right.
Team Spence, Team fucking Bud. And we gangbanging online. Well, not me. I didn't entertain that shit. Team Wilder, Team AJ. Ew, pull up. I'll show you who's tough. Pull up. You in a whole other country. What are you talking? What? What? How did we get here? Meanwhile, they making jig pictures of Bud like this.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Man, y'all gotta know when to stop, man. Y'all don't.
Man.
Y'all don't know when to stop. There's no
Stop going
code.
stupid.
There's no code. Your mama failed you. Your daddy's non-existent. You are the nigga I was raised to fucking avoid like the plague. And I'm on here minding my business. If you don't like what I do here, there's a simple remedy. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
They don't want to do that.
Unsubscribe and not deal with it. Turn it off. The most drama I get is from a bunch of people that look like me.
Facts.
You guys are lost. You're beefing with me. You got 500 videos about me and the LDBC and Champside and God knows who else. Meanwhile, this picture of Bud. Meanwhile, they tried to kill and assassinate not only Deontay Wilder, but they turned around and did it to Anthony Joshua too.
Hey, Brother Drew.
Get it?
Brother Drew.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Speaking of that, speaking of AJ, you remember when he was talking about empowering the black community and shopping black? You see how quick they turned on him?
Oh man, yes. I did a whole live about
They
it.
don't like that.
Yeah, they turned on him. And another thing, it was a meltdown.
Yep.
And when he fought Usyk in the ring, he had a meltdown in that ring. He got mad with Lomachenko because Lomachenko, I think it was something that was said that we're not privy to between the two camps. Because AJ was saying, all they keep saying is that I'm strong, No, I'm a good boxer. I'm not just strong. They were just trying to depict him as a big, strong black man. You know, that he didn't have no brains. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he had that meltdown too. He was pissed at Team Usyk because I think something was said that we were not privy to. And AJ, being the company man that he is, just probably held it inside and didn't disclose what they said to him.
I suspect there was something deeper than that too that we just didn't hear. But what's upsetting is Anthony Joshua had a position. He could have did something great, but he chose to sign a lifetime deal with that demon. And now we're looking at the results. Him and Deontay could have did something special. And he refused to do it. And he fucked up his own history. Because had he had fought Deontay, win or lose, we'd have had a black undisputed champion. And he chose to yank the rug from underneath his own feet. He did that, and that was his choice. And that's why I can't stand him, man. I can't stand him that he did that to himself. He did that to his community. While we was trying to make the fight, they were looking for 500 reasons why not to make the fight.
And as soon as it became an opportunity for them to become a white undisputed champion, that fight happened 1, 2, fucking 3. And here we are.
Yep.
They still could have fought. AJ and Deontay still could have fought. He refused to do it. So the kid is hopeless. But getting back to what Coach Eddie said, I remember clearly that was after the George Floyd situation. All he said was support black business to his people. That's all he said. He didn't say kill Whitey. He didn't say stop shopping at White. He didn't say nothing. He was talking to his people. He said support black business. That's all he said. And the internet had a meltdown on him. And I said, see that right there? See that right there? And when Eddie Hearn took his ass onto some morning show, I did a live on it. Go find it. It's on my channel. Instead of him saying, you know what, fuck that. Don't talk about him like that. That man was killed in America. He's sensitive to that. And the world should be that America has a racist problem. Instead of Eddie saying that, he rationalized white folks doing that. He was supposed to jump in their shit and protect his buck. He didn't even do that. He straddled the fence. You can't straddle the fence when things like that happen. You have to take a position. And Eddie didn't do that.
Yep.
Nope.
And AJ didn't do shit wrong. He didn't. All he said was support your own business, man. Support black business. He was speaking, I believe, to a island community. May have been Jamaicans or you know, a West Indian community. All he said was, yeah, just support your own business, support business. He wasn't nasty about it.
Nope.
I was happy to see him outside marching. The other kid, the actor, Finn from fucking Star Wars, the black kid, the British kid, he was outside. I was proud. I was proud to see him out there. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He was outside, and he was barking. He was barking. He was lit. So when I saw AJ, I said, you know what? I respect that. And this is in the midst of the AJ Wilder shit. I put that shit to side, and I said, you know what? Nah. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. I'm glad AJ's standing on it. Glad. And he did. He didn't take it back. He did. And he got tore down from it. And I was hoping that was the moment that AJ read his social media and said, you know what? Fuck these people. I didn't fight Deontay. I didn't break bread with my brother because of you motherfuckers. Now it's fuck you. If I lose, I lose. I wanted AJ to come to the States like Lennox Lewis did. He came over and he hung out over here. He had an American boxing gym swag. And that's why Lennox Lewis is one of the GOATs. AJ had an opportunity.
Yeah, he is.
To leave that shit behind and just come over here and just immerse himself into the boxing culture. Attitude would have changed him. I'm not saying he defeat everybody, but his attitude would have changed. He didn't do it. But that was an opportunity because they deserted him at that moment. And all he had to do was talk to his people and say, support one another. And that was a fucking problem. So if y'all don't see what's going on, how the fuck Daniel Kinahan could move and shake in the sport of boxing? And they had told us, oh, we just making shit up and leave it alone. And then the fucking United States of America puts a $5 million bounty on his head. And Bob Arum had to back off, and Mauricio Suleiman had to back off, and Tyson Fury no longer can come to our country because of his dealings with that guy. There's no more MTK Global because of that guy. And y'all gonna say nothing happened? Nothing happened to our brother? We exaggerating? Nothing happened?
Can't make it up, Drew. You can't make it up.
You can't. You cannot make any of this shit up. You niggas are lost. And I'll be damned. We talked about this for years. And there have been other niggas running around on social media attacking us for pointing out the discrepancies in boxing. And y'all attack us. Us. You attacked us. I had to tell Devin Alexander about Daniel Kinahan. He didn't know. Go back and find when I spoke to him on Fanon's channel. I said, no, brother, it's not that. It's this. And Daniel Kinahan and Tyson Fury and the cheating of the gloves. And he said, oh, I didn't know nothing about it. See what I mean? But niggas knew enough to get on his Twitter and tell him, watch out when you talk to Drew Titan. He's a racist. Huh? And by the time me and him got to talking, he said, man, brother, they always do that to us. They want us fighting amongst each other. They want us doing that. That's why I was telling y'all, be careful with this Brian Norman and Devin Haney shit. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all got to be careful. Stop. Wait a minute. What the fuck are y'all doing? Listen, the Wilder AJ shit dragged out for a long time, and we still ain't get the fight. The Bud and Errol shit dragged out for a while. We finally got the fight, got our questions answered.
Straight up.
We're in a microwave society. Shit happened at an accelerated rate. As soon as Devin went up, he put out a list. Brian Norman's the only person that answered. Now the fight's happening, and the gangbanging happened immediately. And I said, whoa, what are y'all doing?
Immediately.
What are y'all doing? Yep. Wait a minute. It's okay if you're Team Norman. It's okay if you're Team DHP. What is this other shit I'm reading in the chat? Why? Stop. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That shit got mad uncomfortable. Fast. In a matter of weeks. Stop. We should be high-fiving and celebrating that these two kings are about to break bread because they did what AJ didn't do with Deontay. AJ got in the ring and said, if he don't concede to our demands, we will freeze him out. Those were his words. And I said, does this nigga know what freezing out means? Does he know that black fighters are not supposed to say that amongst each other? They're supposed to break bread and help each other eat. Now, Deontay's not starving, but the problem was I watched people celebrate him saying that. Like how Tank said that to fucking Lamont Roach. I'll snatch food off your plate. Aha. He said that. And then y'all wonder why I got a problem with Tank's behavior? You're not supposed to say that. Why are you saying that?
Nasty word.
Devin came through and bing, bing, bing. That fight got signed. Salute to Brian Norman for saying, I want the smoke. Salute to Devin for wanting to smoke with everybody and everything. We should be celebrating.
Yep.
What's all this game shit about?
They're not listening. They're not listening. And it didn't take weeks, Drew. It took days. It didn't take weeks.
Yeah, it took days. Hours.
Days.
It took hours.
And I said, oh, this is dope. And then I'm reading the chat and I'm like, wait a minute, why y'all getting violent with each other? Hold on, stop. What's going on?
Before it was even official, they was already doing that shit.
Yeah. And before y'all take this shit and run over to Tay Jones and run over to BFTB, I'm not talking about that. That was something else. I'm talking about you niggas in the chat.
Yep.
The niggas, I'm not talking about them. They had something else going on that y'all don't know about. And that got solved. Salute to my brothers. Yep. I'm talking about y'all in the chat. I watched y'all do that.
All over the place.
Y'all just flipped. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I said, here they go. Here they go. We can't be peaceful and celebrate. We should be high-fiving. Can't do shit. Meanwhile, they're poisoning Deontay, they're poisoning AJ, and they making fun of Bud.
Wow, yeah.
Y'all niggas will never get it. And it's through boxing, it solidified what I was dealing with. I'm dealing with a bunch of knuckle draggers. And there's no help for a lot of you. There's none. Y'all are scared to admit when you don't know something. My personal biggest haters in the world, they're scared to sit down and have a conversation with me because they're afraid that everything I'll say will make sense. They're afraid to admit that they're wrong. They'd rather be wrong and strong.
God forbid.
Wrong and strong.
God forbid.
Idiots.
They admit when they're wrong.
Hey, brother Drew.
Yes, sir.
You said they poisoned AJ. I remember when the fight was going on. AJ was back there in the locker room. He was taking a long time. He couldn't come out of the locker room.
Hey, bro.
So I believe whatever they gave him.
You heard me tell the story about that?
Yeah, I think he said he had a panic attack. Now, if you know anything about a panic attack, your heart is beating out of your chest, man.
Yeah.
You talking about 140, 150 beats per minute.
Yeah.
Can't get it together.
Yep.
But yeah, go ahead. I don't remember quite the story that you told.
Well, here's the story. A buddy of mine is he died during the pandemic. He got sick and he passed, but he worked part-time at the Garden, and he actually pulled some strings, and he asked me, he said, I could get you into the building, you could watch the fight. You just won't have a seat, one of those deals, got to get in and just walk around or whatever. I said, nah, I'm gonna go ahead to work. I said, man, he's fighting Andy Ruiz, whatever. So I go to work, and I can't answer the phone while I'm driving, right? My phone is going off. It's going off. I finally parked the bus. I get out. The first person I talked to actually was Thomas in the chat. He said, did you see the fight? I said, nah, I'm at work, man. He said, yo, AJ lost. I said, bro, stop trolling. He says, yo, Andy dropped him like 4 times. I said, stop. So then I said, let me call you back. I called my boy. He said, yo, my man, I was calling you. I had like 8 missed calls from him. I said, well, what happened, bro? I just heard he lost. He says, yo, hold on, man. He said, I called you because I was downstairs by the locker room. I said, okay. He says, yo, who's your man, the tall white guy, the British dude? I said, that gotta be Eddie Hearn. He said he was on the phone the whole time like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I said, what? And he says, yo, I'm looking at the locker room. He said, your man, he said, the big black British nigga, he said he came out sweating with no shoes on. His robe was all open. The trunks were lopsided, all kinds of shit. He said he looked sick, like visibly something wrong with him. He said, yo, I thought we was gonna have to call an ambulance. He said, is he all right? And he said he came out the locker room 2 times, went back in, and then it was time for the ring walk. There was a little problem, and then he just got it together and he came out. He said he goes to the ring, and my man kept saying, yo, he looked like he had to take a shit or something, right? So he goes to the ring, and boom, 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 he drops Andy. He said, now my boy don't watch boxing like that. He said the fat kid gets up, right? All right, salute Coach Hudson, I appreciate you, good brother. He said the fat boy gets up, he starts throwing hands and knocks him down. And he said, yo, he never recovered after that. He never recovered. He said he hit him. Boom, 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 boom. He said he dropped him. He said the last time he dropped him, the ref waved it off. He said the little fat boy won. But he said, your homie looks sick. Now, I found that out on fight night. Like after the fight, though, my man told me. And God rest the dead. I wish he was still alive because I'd have brought him on the show. Because I don't think I was doing content. I was still arguing with these assholes on Facebook. I started my channel around that time. But yeah, that's what happened. He called me. He was calling me in real time. Like, yo, your man was, he's like, yo, he said, man, I wish you answered the phone. I was going to put it on speaker so you could hear it. He said, yo, this dude was sick. And I said, well, what happened? You know what happened? They poisoned him. That didn't just happen. That was, nigga, as great as you think you're going to be, you'll get him in the rematch. You might be undisputed, but you can't have a perfect record. No. We can't have that. In fact, the play may have been get his money up, get the belt back, get him in the ring with Tyson Fury, and we're going to make sure Fury beats him. Back at that time, because Usyk was still at cruiserweight. Back at that time, that was the play. I believe that was the play. I believe it. But this is what they did. So this picture is letting you know it's alive and it's well and ain't shit you niggas are going to do about it. Because as long as y'all ignore shit like this, that gives them the means to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Salute to my brother TD Sports, my brother Thomas in that super chat. Much love. He says, watch the intro of the fight. AJ was leaning in the corner on the top turnbuckle. When they announced AJ's name, I don't think he raised his arms. Yo, you know what? Yes, he looks sick. Y'all ever had diarrhea real bad? And then when you finally get off the toilet, how do you feel? Depleted. You feel depleted. Judd, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. AJ was fucked off. They got him. They got him. There it is. But y'all deal with it. Y'all keep ignoring that there's corruption. Y'all keep saying ain't no corruption in boxing like that. There ain't no cheating in boxing like that. Meanwhile, the Reynoso gym. There's no racism in boxing. Meanwhile, I'm looking at this fucking picture right now. I'm looking at what they did to Devin. I'm looking at what they did to Deontay. And it goes on and on and on and on. Man, fuck y'all, man. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it.
No,
y'all are lost. Y'all a bunch of lost niggas. And I'm cool with that. Because I know what I'm dealing with, man. I'm going to get out of here. I know the General's on Freedom's March, so let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Y'all go to Freedom's March on YouTube. I'm right there. So
yes, sir. And keep me posted about what's going on with that shit.
I will, bro.
You follow me on the gram,
That's not the
right?
first time something like that happened.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because when I lived in LA, I exposed a PDF file that was running around on YouTube.
Oh.
And his people didn't like it, and a lot of them were black. Now, this is a white dude out of Virginia that was doing some guns down, gloves up movement. So I was rocking with him for that. But when I found out that he was convicted ex offender of children, I exposed it along with some other people. And ever since then, they've been on that BS. So, yeah, they've been on that. Now it's just like, you know, they've been on that for years, bro. So,
shame.
It gets real when you expose certain individuals. When you expose certain individuals, it gets real, bro.
Well, get that magazine and keep one in the chamber.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah,
yes,
when
sir.
I was doing my live stream, I made sure they heard that.
Yep.
I made sure they heard it. So, yeah, you know, they've done that.
Go back to the doctor's office and just ask if there's cameras in the area. So you just get an idea of who did what, man. Man, I appreciate you, good brother.
Most definitely.
Okay, Virgil. Thank you, brother. Y'all have a great day.
No doubt,
Y'all
Coach Eddie, man. Yo, listen,
y'all stay up
anytime,
out there, man.
Pull up on
Yes,
me, man.
sir.
I appreciate you, man.
Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir.
Man, General's on his head over there. You already know what it is, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat, man. Let's go, bud. Let's go, bud. And the rest of y'all, man.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.